going guys, it's Liz TV back on a video. Today I'm doing my Championship Match Week 5 predictions. But yeah, this year there's a difference. Instead of me doing them every week, I'm going to get a guest every week. And there's going to be a points tally, me versus the guest. And this week it's Beast TV. But first of all, I'm just going to head over to Lewis, who will run you through this year's rules. This year, Match Week predictions are back, but this time they're better. For every week, I will get a guest on the video, and we will both give our predictions for the 12 games. This week, it's Beast TV, and just to run you through the rules, obviously every week we'll both predict every game, and if you get the correct result, so if you say you predict a team to win 2-0 and they only win 1-0, you will get 2 points. And if you predict a team to win 2-0 and they win 2-0, you will get 4 points. That's how it's going to work. The scores will be shown in the next video of the series. And yeah, let's jump straight into the first predictions of the series. Right, so thanks Lewis for telling us this year's rules for Match Week. Prediction league, I guess. I guess it's a league. But yeah, I suppose, well, once again, thanks a lot to Bees TV for coming on, giving his predictions for this week. First guest on the series, yeah, he sets a record, I guess. But I'm going to start with Derby versus Watford. I've predicted Watford to come away from this game with a 1-0 win. 3 of Watford's first 4 games have been 1-0, 3 1-0 wins, I believe, and 1 1-0 loss. And then they've drawn 0-0, I think. And yeah, so they're obviously not a high-scoring team when they win, or a high-scoring team when they lose. So I think they're going to pick up a 1-0 win. And Derby have been very poor this season. They haven't gotten going. They picked up a win last game against Norwich, though. But I don't think that's going to be enough to kickstart them. And I think they're going to come away from this game with a 1-0 loss. Let's go ahead and see what Beast TV thinks about it.
What's going on, Lewis TV? This is Rajan from Bees TV, and today I'll be looking at the next round of Championship fixtures directly after the international break. International break now over, so we're looking to get straight back into the Championship. And what can us Brentford do? Let's start with Derby County versus Watford. Watford have had a great start, decent start to the Championship, in 7th place, but only scoring 2 goals this season. What can they do against Derby County? I predict a 1-0 win for Watford. Both teams not scoring and Watford not conceding either. So I think there's not going to, judging by the evidence, not going to be a lot of goals. So yeah, a simple 1-0 win to Watford.
So, an interesting prediction from him there. And moving on to Bournemouth versus QPR, I've gone 2 teams cover face so far, both at home. One a 3-2 win and one a 3-1 loss. But for this game, I've said 1-1. 2 teams with good starts. Bournemouth have been great so far, as of QPR, except from their loss to us. And I feel like the quality of both teams will cancel each other out. Bournemouth might have a bit more quality, but I feel like it'll cancel each other out anyway, because QPR are in good form. Obviously so are Bournemouth, but I feel like Bournemouth had more players out on international duty, so their match sharpness might not be as good. And yeah, what does Beast TV think about this?
Bournemouth Queen's Park Rangers, we expected Bournemouth to do well with 10 points from a possible 12. QPR just doing their business. I mean, they're in 9th already with 2 draws, a loss and a win. But Bournemouth, I mean, they're ex-Premier League sides, established Premier League side. It's really, really unlucky for them to get relegated last season. So that's what I'm saying. 2-0 win for Bournemouth.
Right, so moving on to Barnsley versus Bristol City. I've gone with a 3-0 win for Bristol City. I'm going to be coming away with Oakwell, carrying on their 100% record. Yeah, like I said, Bristol City, 100% record so far, beating us. I can't actually think who else they beat. And Barnsley have got 1 point out of 4 against us. We're doing quite bad, actually. But yeah, I think Bristol City are just going to run rampant in this game. I think they're going to absolutely dominate Barnsley. As Barnsley just don't have a quality this year. They in theory, they shouldn't be in this league. It was only Wigan's misfortune that actually kept them in the league. So I feel like they might go down this year.
Barnsley versus Bristol City. Barnsley not having the best opening start to their second season in the Championship. Meanwhile, on the other hand, on the absolute contrary, Bristol City having another perfect start to the season. This season, with 4 wins in a row, can Bristol City strike again with 5 wins on the bounce? I reckon they can, and they have to. Barnsley not been doing so well. 2-0 win for Bristol City.
Birmingham Sheffield Wednesday, 0-0. 2 low scoring teams this year. They've barely scored any goals, and they're both on around the same points. Meaning, so basically, they're the same team. They'll literally cancel each other out. But yeah, they both have struggled to score goals this season, and I feel like that won't change this weekend, and it'll be 0-0.
Birmingham versus Sheffield Wednesday. Aitor Karanka getting used to, getting gelled into his role, and doing well so far with 3 draws and a win. Much better than Sheffield Wednesday with only 2 draws, a loss and a win. But Aitor Karanka every day, every week, improving. I reckon Birmingham City can do it with a 3-1 win over Sheffield Wednesday.
Moving on, we've got Blackburn 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Originally, I said 2-0 Blackburn, but I remembered it's Chris Hughton's first game in charge as Nottingham Forest manager, and you know how first games of managers go. They always seem to win, but I don't think that'll happen this weekend. Blackburn are a great side this year. They've had a great start, and then Forest have had the complete opposite. They've had an awful start. I feel like they're still not over their bottling of the playoffs last year, bottling it on the last day, and they've only scored 1 goal this year as well. And I feel like they're really going to struggle this game. And I think it's going to be Blackburn 2, Nottingham Forest 2.
Hughton, a new appointment for Nottingham Forest, looking to make it. And looking to make it out of the 4 losses out of 4 that Nottingham Forest have had. They face Blackburn away from home. They're looking to turn it around. Because Blackburn haven't done that bad as compared to Nottingham Forest. As I said, Nottingham Forest, 4 losses, not up to standard. But then Blackburn coming in with 2 wins, a draw and a loss. So they are adapting decently. What's going to happen there? I mean, let's see what Chris Hughton can do. It's a lot of new ideas, but with new managers has to come confidence, and that only comes over time. So I say a 1-1 draw between Nottingham Forest and Blackburn Rovers.
Right, so Bees TV versus Lewis TV. Brentford 3, Coventry 1. Brentford are a great team. It depends if Ben Rama plays though, because he's looking like he's off to West Ham. But I feel like Brentford just, either way, they have way too much quality for us. Yeah, and I feel like they're just going to win. Home advantage as well at their new ground with Brentford Community Stadium. I feel like they're just going to beat us. I feel like they're just going to absolutely dominate us. Better team on paper, better team on the pitch. And yeah, I think it's going to end 3-1.
Brentford versus Coventry City, and what it's looking like. Coventry City and Brentford, we've both got off to a decent start. Not too bad, but not good enough, especially for us. We're looking to get into the automatic promotion places, and so far, our record of 1 win in 4 games has not been cutting it. So, for us, Brentford, we're looking to absolutely come back. We've had a few internationals. Tariq Fosu scoring a goal for Ghana. Halil Dervisoglu scoring a goal for the Turkey under-21s. Josh Da Silva playing fantastically for England. And we're just Matthias Jensen and Henrik Dalsgaard away for international duty in Denmark. All of our quality players international. So after that, hopefully they aren't that tired, and we're looking to get back into shape, because we've not had the best start if we're looking to go for automatic promotion. As for Coventry City, they have played well so far with some good deserved performances, but they are looking to come to Brentford to give Brentford an upset, but can they do it? Let's see. For Brentford versus Coventry, I'll give a predicted score of 2-0 to Brentford. Let's hope we can do this. Come on, you bees, and good luck to you, Lewis, but not too much.
Luton 2, Stoke 0. Luton have had a good start to the season, carrying on their form from the end of the season last year where they narrowly stayed up. And then Stoke have had an average start. Stoke have had an average start. They haven't been best so far. And I don't think that will pick up this weekend. I feel like Luton are going to come away with a 2-0 win and carry on their good start.
Luton Town versus Stoke City. Luton Town performing phenomenally this season. Can they do it, and can they beat Stoke City? I reckon they're going to have a draw, possibly a 2-2 draw. Let's see what happens there. All eyes on that.
Another team with a 100% record, Reading, travelled to Middlesbrough. And I think it's going to be Reading 2, Middlesbrough 1. I think Reading will maintain their 100% record this season. Won every game so far, 4 wins out of 4, 12 points out of 12. Feel like they carry on that, make it 15 points out of 15. And Middlesbrough have had an alright start to the season. But I feel like Reading might have too much strength for them this weekend, and they'll carry on their 100% run.
Reading versus Borough. Reading having the perfect start to the season. What more could you want? 4 wins on the bounce. So I think, judging by the form, Reading have to take another win, because 4 wins on the bounce, like, what else can you prove? They had a phenomenal end to last season as well, just absolutely storming out from the bottom of the table. So a win for Reading, I would say 2-1 Reading.
Right, so here's the big one. This is my upset of the week, and I think it's going to be Rotherham 2, Norwich 0. Rotherham have had a better start than Norwich, but Rotherham still haven't had the best start, but then Norwich have had an atrocious start to the season. I don't think they've won a game yet, and I feel like Rotherham are going to come away with a 2-0 win. And yeah, I think it's going to be a big upset this weekend.
Rotherham versus Norwich, still early days for ex-Premier League side last season, Norwich. But Rotherham doing better in the table so far. But this early for all teams, as I said, honestly, points don't mean nothing. 4 games into the season, 5 games into the season. So I think for everyone, especially Norwich, they're in 17th, looking to climb higher up the table. Rotherham looking to stay put where they are, doing decently well considering just got promoted again with 2 draws and a win. But Norwich not having the best start to life. What can happen? I think 1-1 draw.
Swansea 4, Huddersfield 0. Swansea are unbeaten with a great start, 3 wins, 1 draw in the league. It's a great start to the season for them. They've got a great team, great manager. And Huddersfield have been poor so far, carrying on their form from the end of the season last year, except from their win against West Brom. And I feel like Swansea are just going to absolutely destroy them this weekend.
Next up, Swansea versus Huddersfield. Swansea have had a great start to the season with 3 wins and a draw. But for Huddersfield, it hasn't been the same, with 2 losses in their last 2. So Huddersfield going to have to look to turn that around quickly. Can they do it against Swansea City? I think it's going to be another draw, 2-2.
So the penultimate game is Wycombe 0, Millwall 2. Wycombe are awful. That's all I have to say about it. Wycombe are awful.
Wycombe versus Millwall. Wycombe have not had the best opening start to the Championship that they would have hoped for this season after a dramatic promotion to the Championship following their promotion in the playoff finals versus Oxford. But 4 losses on the bounce versus Gary Rowett's Millwall side. I reckon it's going to be a 1-0 loss for Wycombe and a 1-0 win for Millwall.
And then the final game, Preston 2, Cardiff 2. 2 strong teams on paper, but they haven't performed in the league this season. And I feel like they're just going to cancel each other out with their good teams, I suppose. And yeah, I think both will end up getting around the playoffs this year. And yeah, I think this game will end 2-2.
Preston face Cardiff. Preston with their confidence brimming high after they came back from 2 goals down to win 2-4 away from home at Brentford. We let it go. We let it slip. It was disappointing. But Preston are looking to do Cardiff an absolute one. But both of them sit on 4 points in their opening 4 games. But Preston, I think after 4 goals, after going 2 behind, they have to be absolutely pumping it up and go out all guns blazing with their confidence on absolute level. So I say Preston are going to win it 2-0. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Lewis TV. And football is back after the international break. Let's have it this week. Let's have it for Brentford. And good luck to you, Lewis, with Coventry City, Brentford looking, come on you bees, let's have this.
So that is the end of the first match week prediction video. Obviously not the first match week, so 5th match week. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Thank you a lot to Bees TV for coming on. His link will be in the description. Make sure you go subscribe. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, once again, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of these types of videos. Watch my career mode video. It was uploaded the other day. Go watch the first episode of that. Share this video around. Comment what you think of our predictions. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all later.